Hello everyone! Today we have this Russian woman and she's going to be joining our interview today. So hi!
Hi everybody, hi Luna. I'm so happy to see you again. So everybody, my name is Alice,
Yes.
and today we will talk about my experience in Vietnam.
So I heard that before that been you have in Tet Holiday, you stayed with a local family.
Yeah, that's true.
So how was the experiment there?
Honestly, it was amazing because like that holiday is a big event for Vietnam. It's like a lunar New Year in Asia. So in Vietnam, like they had a lot of place this tourists from I think China and Taiwan, in Russia, and of course you had a lot of traditions. So for me, it was an amazing experience because I think I tried most of them, lucky money and spend a lot of time with families because every day we went to their relatives and
Yes.
made a lot of wish and we really ate a lot of food.
Yeah, I also know that every year when I go to Tet, they have a lot of food. It was a feast, and everyone was eating. And
Yeah, every time, and because I think we had around five, six families per day. So I think I had plus 3 or 4 kilograms after that holidays in Vietnam. Yeah.
yeah, before I heard that you also teach in a kindergarten.
Yeah. I went to Vietnam because I had a program in kindergarten.
Mhm. Have you ever teach in another place? Have you ever experienced, or this is your first time?
Like uh, it was my first experience to teach like a group of children because before this I worked teacher only like for one student.
Yes.
So like work in kindergarten or like preschool. It was my first experience.
Okay. So, do you have any hard difficulties when teaching? Because I know that not all students speak English, so it might be a little bit hard communicating with.
Honestly, no, because like with kids from I think 1 year to 2.5 years, we prefer to use body language. It's always works because yeah, like you said, most of them can speak, and honestly, it doesn't matter English or Vietnamese because they are so small, so little. So we just singing songs, dancing, and sometimes we just use a lot of pictures, like videos, or just like just the pictures. So that's why I don't have a big like problem in communication with kids, but because we work in a team and for example, we have more Vietnamese teachers because this is
Yes.
us Vietnamese.
So it's a little
school.
bit easier.
Yeah, it's easier like to communicate with kids than with teachers because like teachers they give me like advices and yeah and tasks. So because they don't speak in English, like most of them don't speak English or know on the basic. So yeah, sometimes we use a lot of Google Translator. So yeah, this is okay because we have Wi-Fi and internet, and it's okay. But sometimes we want like a direct communication, and it's a little bit difficult.
It's a bit awkward, and by translating on phone.
Yeah, yeah, and sometimes this is not so good, and you have to think like, okay, what does it mean?
So the difficulty here is not about the children, but it is about the about the teachers.
Yeah, like with kids, it's a little difficult to like hold their attention because they are so little and they always want to touch something or play something, and sometimes they want to speak with me in Vietnamese and try to like tell their stories or just like tell like, oh, do you know last week, but only in Vietnamese.
Yeah.
They're just like, I'm sorry, I don't understand German. So yeah, like it's harder to communicate with teachers because we don't speak in one language, and it's harder to like hold the attention when we like try to work with kids.
So let's get a little bit out of the kindergarten thing. I heard that you've been to Vietnam. You stayed in Vietnam for a month.
Mm.
So what is your most memorable experience? So you have been here.
Yeah, like for me, the most thing that I remember about Vietnam for this vacation is that holiday.
Mm.
Because yeah, a lot of tradition food that I honestly don't know the names, and a lot of people, and a lot of wishes, and a lot of music, and I also tried karaoke. I
Yes.
heard this is so famous in
Yeah, it's
Vietnam.
very famous.
Yeah, and a lot of families have karaoke system at home. So yeah, it was my first time, but it was amazing. And like all experience with my host family here in Vietnam were amazing because we met after that holiday every Sunday. So my host family they try to organize every holidays. So like every Sunday were amazing.
So it is a bit different the way that Vietnamese people celebrate that holiday, which is spring from Russia.
Um, I think we have the same traditions. For example, like you have your tradition that tree. I think it's like a peach tree because in every house you have your own.
Oh yes,
like,
peach tree.
yeah, you have your own like New Year or I don't know the name, but in every house I found like peach tree.
It's sakura tree.
Oh, sakura tree. Okay, and in Russia we have like Christmas tree too, and yeah, most family have it. And you have your traditional dish that you use only for holidays.
Yeah.
I don't remember. This is a rice with bean.
Bacon.
Maybe.
Is it green on the outside?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
it.
So this is so famous. Every family try to
Do it.
yeah tried to give it to me, and we have in Russia, for example, we have the same food. This is like a salad, and we call it olivia.
Olivia.
Olivia. Olivia.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is so famous. So, and you have, I think, a good tradition like lucky money, and kids, I think, receive money from old people, and then can buy something. So, in Russia, we have I think not the same tradition. We don't receive money from old people, but we like a lot of kids. They can give like gifts, chocolates or toys, or I don't know, like the most famous toys and chocolates. Like every time when you're going to your relatives, every kids have their own present. And yeah, like in that holiday, I think it's important to go to your relative and to make wish.
Yes.
So I think that's why for me, like New Year in Russia, this is more like a family.
That is really special, especially when you get gifts. Because sometimes when I have lucky money, I really don't know what to spend it on. So it's better to get something that I already spend it on.
Yeah, when you open, this box, and you're just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this is the toy that I wanted. Yeah, and I don't know, but in Russia we have a tradition when we, like the kids, most of them like writing a letter for like Santa Claus. We call it in Russian Ded Moroz.
Yeah.
And you write like, "Oh, dear Santa, I was so
Oh,
good this year."
we also have that, but
Oh, really?
not many children do it, but I do it too.
Oh, this is so good. I think maybe this is a little different because I didn't heard about this tradition in that holiday. But yeah, in Russia it's so famous when you just like, oh, I need to write a letter for Santa Claus.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming joining our interview, and I hope I see you soon.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
Bye bye.